Welcome and welcome back to everyone joining us to our series of podcasts about the ICC T20 World Cup that's going on. And we are at the very end, gentlemen, the semi-finals between India and England and, of course, South Africa and Afghanistan. What a wonderful set of Super 8 games. We had some screamers and some really uh, close nail-biting games. I would really want to just start off by discussing this. I want to see what you guys think. We had some insane games last 2 to 3 days. Just a blast watching fine cricket. Uh, yup. Let's just start off. I just want to hear your thoughts on what do you think the games are like.
I can talk about India-Australia game because that's probably the most entertaining game, at least for me, for India's campaign in this tournament. And we saw almost everything. Some batters did exceptionally well, some couldn't do as well. In the bowling as well, we saw the class. We saw everything basically within the same game. That's how a match is supposed to be. At one point, you felt India was going at 240, going to hit 240, and then they were contained around
Down
200.
here.
So Australia came back after the initial 10-12 overs blitzkrieg by Rohit and Surya. But Australia, on the other hand, started very well as well. They did reasonably well in the first 10 overs with Mitch Marsh and Travis Head going at a very good pace. And it seemed like they would go home because with Travis Head,
Yeah.
you always have those trauma attached to him, right? So, and with Mitch Marsh, you never know, he can always take away a game from your hand. And then somehow India bounced back, and then magical overs, and that just set the tone. And once that was there, you knew that Australia was going out, and you knew that if you were to face them again, there's always that mental roadblock that comes with Australia with two consecutive finals in Test Championship and ODI World Cup. Yeah, onwards and upwards. Although I would have preferred not to get England in the semi-finals, either
Yeah.
of South Africa or
All
Afghanistan
right.
would have been better. But yeah, better to face them in semis. We perform better in semis as compared to finals. So best to have them in semis and then see how we take it from there.
Yep. Charlie, what do you think? How were the
It
games leading up to the
was
semis?
fun. It was fun till 15th over of Australia's batting. I think after that it was pretty much decided.
Mm.
Uh, I would like to start from the start itself. First of all, what a knock from the hitman. His fans have been waiting for such a knock for a very long time. It didn't even come in the IPL. So yeah, that's a long time coming, sort
Yeah.
of. And he was exceptional since ball one, I guess. I think only one miss hit that went for a six behind fine leg. I think apart from that, he took
Mm.
apart the whole Australian bowling lineup, particularly Mitchell Starc. I think scoring 29 runs in a single over of his. So yeah, it was definitely
Yeah.
deserved the player
It's-
of the match award. And then yeah, you can see some contribution from the lower order or middle order, lower order sort of Pandya, Dubey, and Sky contributing and propelling India beyond 200. It was a good total, but a chaseable total, I believe, on that particular pitch, especially with our nemesis or India's nemesis, Travis Head, in such good form on that particular day,
Yeah.
because it was him who took away the World Test Championship final. It was him who took away the ODI final
It's
from India.
ODI
So yeah,
final.
so
Yeah.
we are probably but again, those were knockout games, and this was only a knockout game for Australia, not for India.
Partial
And
knockout.
yeah,
Partial
I
knockout. Yeah.
agree, Pasha Noda. And I do agree. By the halfway mark, it seemed like Australia will go through because of very poor fielding from India at the start of the innings. Obviously, Akshar's catch was exceptional, but then he, I think, let go a ball as well to the boundary. Very easy stop, I'd say.
A
So yeah,
boundary
yeah, was yes, yes,
immediately after that, next
just
over.
after the catch. So yeah, we were very poor. Rishabh Pant didn't even go for the catch. probably misstep or something. Then
Oh
one
yeah.
getting out of Arshdeep's hand.
Two
But
fours that
then
he left that could have been the difference maker.
and
Yeah.
then Aksar's catch is the screamer of the. I think catch of the could be catch of the tournament as well, because the ball was hit, was flowing. It was a flat six, and then he just plugged it
Yes.
out from thin air. And the reaction time was very small, even though he was at the boundary. But I
Yeah.
think the
Yeah.
differentiators, obviously Rohit's inning, but I would give credit to Kuldeep, Bumrah, and Arshdeep, because how they bowl in the second half of the innings, second half of Australia innings in particular. From over number 12 to over number 17, they were scoring at around 4 or something. They lost key wickets. Basically, wickets started to fall after Mitchell Marsh's dismissal, but it was Bumrah who got the big fish, Travis said, because if he had stayed, Australia would have chased down the total. So yeah, great bowling,
Yep.
especially
Yep.
this after over 12 or after over 11. And Kuldeep looked more in rhythm, as Vishnu pointed out in our last discussion as well. As he go along into the tournament, he'll get back his rhythm. And yeah, Arshdeep and Bumrah were on form. So yeah, I will give
Yeah.
this win
Let's talk about the
bowling.
Afghanistan and Bangladesh game as well. The game that decided Australia's fate, kicked them out of the tournament for good. And that was also a very close game, huh? Like
Yes,
with
it
the
was.
rain coming in and going out, and the DLS score just kept shifting whenever they lost wickets. It was a very interesting and close game. What do you guys think about that? There was a point I think in the game where Bangladesh could have also qualified, which was like super intense. But what do you guys think about that game? That game was like, I think a little more nail biting than the India versus Australia game. But
I-
yes,
I'll read out a couple of stats. One, Rashid batting 19 of 10, 3 sixes. And
yes,
while bowling, Rashid was 4 over 23 for 4. Now, this is as good a performance, as complete a performance in a decider match that you could get from your captain. So, yeah, he kind of exemplified what it means to be a leader. He hasn't been at his best in terms of hitting, but his 19 runs that came off, the total was only 115. So it wasn't a huge total. That was probably the difference maker. So purely in terms of that, Rashid has finally come alive into the tournament with his batting as well. With bowling, he did reasonably well against India and other big teams as well. But I think Afghanistan is carrying a good momentum with them.
yeah,
It's just that their batting is probably on a sluggish side. Against South Africa, if they're somehow able to restrict them to a reasonable total, then you can't rule out Afghanistan reaching into the finals. That's more on the forward looking, but Shalin can comment on the match itself.
yeah,
Yeah, at one point after the Afghanistan innings, Bangladesh had a chance for sure. But as we have discussed
mm,
many a times, that their batting is not up to the mark. It is a below par batting lineup for sure. There are some new guys, but again, uh, the well settled batsmen are not performing at that level as an international cricketer or a batter should be. So that's the difference maker in here. As you can see, the openers, Gurbaz and Ibrahim, I think one of them played well. So yeah, their opening is quite good.
Gurbaz.
Yeah,
yeah.
but not the case with Bangladesh. Plus, it was a bowling pitch,
With
so
Bangladesh,
anyway,
it was
it
all
was
Liton Das. It was Liton Das end to
yeah,
end. His batting
and to
was
end,
what
yes, yes.
defined their
And still,
innings and kept them alive.
and he remained not out as well. So there was still a
Yeah,
chance. If he had to kept the strike, then maybe Bangladesh would have won. Or I believe he should have started farming the strike after the fell of wicket number 7. I think it was around at the score of 80 or so, because he was in form. He looked in form for that
Hmm.
particular inning. But again, it
hmm,
was Bangladesh innings, and I guess the trump card is Gulbuddin Naik. He Gulbuddin Naik. I think his best bowling, I'd say, in any of the T20 internationals that I have seen Afghanistan playing,
yeah,
and it's because of him they won the game. Rashid, we all know what his class is. He's like I believe he's almost close to Sunil Narayan if it comes to the best leg spinner or a mystery spinner in IPL per se. But I think we expected that sort of performance from him. But yeah, Naib was the difference maker for that game. And I'm happy Australia is not in the knockout, because Australia is a different team, a different beast when they are in knockouts. So I think now our chances are better, I'd say. But let's see what happens with the India-England game.
And with that, I think it's a good time for us to choose the playing 11 for Chaquen, given that the game is tomorrow. Let me just quickly bring it up. For those of you who are hearing this for the first time, Chaquen is the first community-owned fantasy league that's built on the blockchain, and it's live and free for the current ICC tournaments, and we will be keeping it this way for foreseeable for a couple of tournaments that are coming up. So just keep your eyes out on our socials. Visit app.chaquen.io. Very simple process to log in and sign up. As you can see, I'm just doing that right now with a crypto wallet. But if you're new to crypto, you can just use any kind of social media platform, your Gmail, Discord, and log into it. But with that out of the way, how do we pick this? I'm gonna completely leave this on you. I know I have some apprehensions, but I don't want to say anything at this point. I want you guys to like take charge on my team, and I hope to win the first place with that.
Yeah, just before starting the discussion about, we should definitely mention a fact that if it rains and there is no game, India is through to final because they topped their table. And
India is
England
through
came
finals.
second. So England came second. So that's a big plus for India if in case there is a no game. Apart from that, I guess Rishabh Pant, Josh Butler, and Philip Salt are the wicket keepers, I'd say.
I'll take all three.
You'll take all three?
Yeah.
Salt, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Philip Salt.
Very
Phil Salt has
interesting
been.
pick. Josh Butler, I've picked three of them. Yeah. And then we move on to. I mean, I don't know. These pitches are like playing, like they're batting pitches. So I would want to get some more batsmen. But yeah, what do you guys think? Batsmen or all rounders? Who do you want to pick before we get to the bowlers?
I'd still pick Surya and Rohit, given the momentum they have. Even if Rohit does like 40 of 20 or 15, that's still valuable. So Surya, he's been getting into the rhythm, so at least I'll take both of those guys.
Good form. Yep. I'm not gonna leave this guy. He's been in tremendous form. Apart from that,
and
I'll take.
I somehow feel Aksar also has a part to play.
But yeah, then we have to. We can select only one bowler. Yeah, I won't choose Aksar in here because of the fact that I'll miss out on Bumrah and Kuldeep.
We are already 4 Indians.
Yeah, we need 6 Indians.
I'll take Bumrah and Kuldeep as the bowlers for India. And now talking about England,
and probably have Archer as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll go for Topley.
Is Topley playing? Because
yes, he'll play. He's Topley.
I think he's here, but he's not been. I mean, like based on his points, he's not had a great season.
Okay.
Yes, but he's a left armer. Probably will be able to take 1 or 2 wickets at the start of the game. I'm not sure how the pitch is going to behave.
I would also want one all-rounder like Moeen Ali, maybe.
Yeah, Moeen Ali sounds like a good choice.
Yeah.
Yes. Very difficult
to have
choose.
Aksar or Steve.
On the bowling, I'll go for Adil Rashid and we've already decided on an 11. Who are the 5 players from the England side?
Yeah.
No, it's a toss between if I have to select one between Joffrey Archer. No, if I have to select one between Topley and Adil Rashid, I'll go for Adil Rashid, not Topley. if we are going with the
Yeah, even
Japan.
I was wondering the same thing. I think I'll drop Topply and I will
Yes,
take Adil Rashid.
correct,
Um,
correct.
and probably have another all-rounder, maybe Livingstone, and then
Livingston,
have Virat
yes.
Kohli. We just never know when he's going to bounce back.
Okay, what are the five
Yep.
substitutes that we have
I think
picked?
this
Aksar,
looks like the
Liam,
team.
Virat Kohli,
So Virat Kohli, Arshdeep,
Harshdeep
Topply,
Singh. Okay,
Aksar,
are we
and
going for?
Liam.
I'll go for Harry
Maybe,
Brook instead of Reece
yeah,
Topley.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
go for Harry Brook as I don't want to
I was
miss
going
out
to do
on
the
him
same thing.
as the sub.
And
Yes,
now this is the question of the century. Gonna have him as my vice captain. He's always bringing in points, but who's gonna be the captain? Are we gonna go with
yes.
a batsman or a bowler, or do you want to play safe and go with an all-rounder?
I would have gone with Kuldeep Yadav as my vice captain and Hardik Pandya as my captain,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't mind promoting him to a captain and keeping this guy as my vice captain.
or Rishabh Pant as vice
Given,
captain. It's a toss between Rishabh Pant and Kuldeep Yadav as vice captain.
Kuldeep is a safer choice. You
safer,
know he'll
yeah.
perform.
Pant, I think is
Yeah,
in a little high right now, and yeah, he's been not fielding the best. I would not trust
yeah.
him.
This makes more sense.
Yep.
This makes more sense.
So I think
So this
this
is
is
about
our playing
the
11.
this is the Chaquen 11. What are your
Hmm?
thoughts for the overall semi-final? England has showcased in their last game that they are back in form with the ball and with the
Uh-huh.
bat, and they are a tough team. They are the defending champions. So it's going to be a tough fight for India for sure.
It's gonna be
Yep.
tough, but I somehow feel that I,
Yeah,
if given a choice, I would prefer that India bowls first and then chases a total, whatever it is, because we can crumble under pressure, especially if we are batting first. Then you know early jitters and it just propagates and you falter to that. But
correct.
if we are getting a total to chase, then we have a chance to restrict them to 170, 180 or thereabouts, and then build on that. And then Virat Kohli also comes into play. Virat Kohli plays better when chasing as compared to when setting up a total. So I
Yeah.
would see an unchanged lineup for India, and maybe if given a choice, bowling first.
Yep, yep. I
Okay.
think I totally agree
Yeah,
with Vishnu. No changes in the lineup whatsoever. It's going to completely destroy the dynamics of the team. And I feel very positive about the line of the competition. I think India has a good chance of beating England. But
I
given
think
that
there's some
England is
issue.
not playing that well with the spin as well. But yeah, Shalin, what do you think?
yeah, yeah, I would go for bat first only because of the time zones. India usually is going to play the day game. So as the sun beats down on the pitch, it even if it's uh, a batting track, it will slow down a bit as we go along. Like in the last 10 overs of the 40 overs, it will slow down a bit. So I would prefer to bat first. And talking about early jitters, I think I've never only one game in which both Kohli and Sharma made some runs. Otherwise, the first wicket is I think the first 2 overs or 3 overs we are losing the first wicket, or sometimes we are losing
Hmm.
2 wickets in the power
Yeah,
play
yeah.
itself. So early jitters have been throughout the tournament for India. But I believe there is the
Mhm.
team is playing with a
Yeah.
mindset that even if a wicket falls, they won't stop playing their shots. They will still trying to
But
put pressure on the bowler.
we've we've only chased against USA.
Yes,
Others we've
that one a
only
very
batted first. We've not been
correct.
tested with chasing, and that too on
Yes,
a very
so if we
difficult pitch.
get
So
yeah,
that's my worry as well.
no,
Yep.
I don't see any problem
But
for the batsman either batting first or if India bats first or bowls first, it's not an issue. I'm just saying if we win the toss, we should bat first instead of bowling first. And if England wins the toss, I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Depends upon the pitch, the scenario, and if it's raining, it's a shortened game.
Yep.
A lot of things come into picture. Definitely for that, but yeah, that's if we get a complete game, then I will prefer
But we'll,
India
we'll, we'll get to see
batting
this
first.
very soon, and hopefully,
Sure.
yep, we'll get to see this very soon, and hopefully the India gets through and gets to not just the semis and finals, it's flying colors. But at this point, we are at the segment where we need to do the trivia, and we're going to do it a little differently today. So I will be participating in it today, and Charlene will be leading the trivia. So over to you, Charlene. We're really interested to see the kind of questions you have for us.
Since Revant has put me in charge of the trivia this time, I'll be proceeding with that. So yeah, just to repeat the rules, I'm gonna be asking the question and presenting these Vishnu and Revant with 4 options, but I'm gonna be revealing the answer at the last after the end of the trivia. So here goes my first question to these guys. Which wicketkeeper has the most dismissals in a single version of T20 World Cup? The options are Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Adam Gilchrist, Kumar Sangakkara, and Rishabh Pant. I'm gonna repeat the options again. I'm gonna repeat the question again. Which of these wicket keepers have the most dismissal in a single version of T20 World Cup? The options are Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Adam Gilchrist, Kumar Sangakkara, and Rishabh Pant.
I'll go for Dhoni just for the sake of number of World Cups he's played. I have no
Cool.
It's a
clue,
single
man.
game, right? It's a single game, so it
No,
doesn't.
single
No,
tournament
single version of T20
or single
tournament.
game.
No, single version of T20 tournament. So whole tournament accounts
Oh,
as
single
the.
version of
So you have
T20.
to, yeah. So
Yeah.
like the 2007
Got
World
it.
Cup, 2009 World Cup. So yeah.
Got it. Got it. So
Okay.
I was
Vishnu
going to
has
go for Adam
already.
Gilchrist, but thanks for clarifying. I think I would go for Kumar Sangakkara.
Cool.
Kumar
So
Sangakkara for this
we
one.
have the answers locked.
And for
Vishnu's.
everyone listening in, please try to guess it
Yes.
in the comments.
Yeah. Just try to put your answers in the comment, and you'll get to see the correct answer at the end. Okay. So yeah, and moving on to
Yep.
my next question: Who is the highest run scorer in all T20 World Cups? Okay, the options are Chris Gale, David Warner, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. I'm gonna repeat the question: Which of these guys are the highest run scorer in T20 World Cups? Okay, Chris Gale, David Warner, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma.
So I'm inclined towards Kohli, uh, purely because he scores a lot of runs in World Cups. But I also have a feeling about David Warner. He has also been very consistent, but I'll go with Kohli. I'm not sure about this one.
I
And
would go
Revant?
for Kohli as well, but if this includes IPL, I would then
No,
pick Chris Gale. But yeah, I would
no.
go for Kohli.
Not IPL.
Then I will go for Kohli. Yeah.
Cool. So both Vishnu and Revant have locked their answers. Uh, People listening to us, they can also comment their answers, and we'll get to know the correct answer at the end. Fine. The third question is which of these bowlers took the first 5-wicket haul in T20 International? The options are Tim Southee, Darren Semi, Ajanta Mendes, Omar Gul. I'm going to repeat the question. Which of these bowlers have taken the first
I
5-wicket haul in T20 International? The options are Darren Semi, Tim Southee, Ajanta Mendes, Omar Gul.
So I'll
I'll
go
go for
first. Oh no, go ahead, Vishnu. Yeah,
no,
please.
no. I would have gone for Umar Gul.
Okay. I
Okay.
would have gone for Mendes purely because I remember somewhere his name popping up as with some record. But yeah,
Yes, there is a
Mendes for
record
me.
to his name against India only. But yeah, we'll discuss that record at the end.
Asia Cup.
Asia Cup final. That was the first time we
Okay.
played against him, and he
Yes.
dismantled the Indian batting lineup. It took us six
Okay.
for. Anyways, so yeah, that's it from the trivia side. Now
Okay.
let's go to the last question, which is an odd one out question. So Vishnu and Revant have to guess the odd player out of a list of 4 players. So here goes the question, guys. Please name the odd one out in here. The options are Shrishant, Yusuf Pathan, or I'm gonna name Shrishant, Santa Kumaran Shrishant, Yusuf Pathan, Irfan Pathan, Dinesh Mongia.
Dinesh Mungia.
I would go
Okay,
purely from. I would go for Srishant because he is the one who is the only one who got like expelled from cricket. But yeah, okay.
okay. So Vishnu's answer is Dinesh Mongia, and Raymond's answer is Santa Kumaran Shrishant.
Srishant.
Cool, guys. Yeah, I think that's it
Yeah.
from the trivia and the odd one outside. Let's hear the answers. So the answer to the first question, that is, which of the wicket keepers have the most dismissal in a single version of T20 World Cup? And the answer is Rishabh Pant. He broke the record in this year's T20 World Cup. He has 10
Oh,
dismissals now. The earlier record was with MS Dhoni, Sangakkara, and
He,
Gilchrist. All of them took 9 dismissals. So both of you were
oh, okay.
incorrect on that question. The second question is, who is
Okay.
the leading run scorer in the T20 World Cups? And the answer is Virat Kohli. Both of you were correct for that question. And obviously, uh, who
Yeah, let's
else
go.
other than Virat Kohli? Okay. And the third question was, who took the first 5-wicket haul in T20 internationals? The correct answer is Umar Kul. He took it in 2009. Rest of them took it in 2010 and 2011. So Vishnu gets a point in here. He's leading right now with 2-1. And the last question, odd one out. We had 4 options: Dinesh Mongia, Yusuf Pathan, Santa Kumar, Srishant, and Irfan Pathan. The answer is Dinesh Mongia, because Dinesh Mongia played for India in T20 internationals, but he never played in the IPL. So yeah, that was the odd one out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Dinesh
Okay. So
Mongia never
technically, I
played in
was
the
right as
IPL.
well. He's the only one who got like.
expelled.
He is
No,
the
no,
only one who got expelled. Technically.
you named Srishant. Odd one out, but yeah, I was going for an easy one. But anyways, so yeah, that's it from my side on the
That
trivia and
is
the
not
odd
an
one out.
easy one, by the way.
No, the 5-wicket haul was not also an easy one. Nobody would have guessed without the options,
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I guess the second one was the
definitely.
easiest,
Yep,
leading
yep.
run scorer. Yeah, but the first one was, I guess, could have been, if you guys, it came on the news, I think 2 days back or something. So that's why I
Yep.
remember Rishabh Pant breaking the record. Anyways, guys, that's it
Correct.
from my side. Over to you, Revant.
But this is, yep. Yep, yep. Thank you so much, Charlene, and thank you so much, Vishnu, for joining in as always. This was again wonderful talking to you, hearing from the cricketing whizzes that you are. Yep, this is all for from us. If you guys have tuned in, go check out the app, go check out our socials. We are live again for the World Cup, and we will be live for upcoming games as well. And yep, tune in to the next one. And Vishnu and Charlene, thank you so much for joining in. And I'll catch you guys again. And yep,
Yep. Thank you, guys.
take
Cheers. Bye
care. Bye
bye.
bye.
Thank you.